back in New York by peeps and a dog in a two-bed and a steel and a bee in a closet. Distractions, freedom, I left some will, the spirit away. I left my fear to your rate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition. I look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All hardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction. A miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin. Look, pinhead kids in a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil or linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studios drone with a lotion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right. Or a torso hung on a warping spine and proportion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month. And the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading his team out for the second time in his Super Bowl, the other one in Super Bowl 45, where he beat the Steelers. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And I don't know about you, but whenever Aaron Rodgers takes the field, I just R-E-L-A-X. Because I know we're going to see a terrific performance. What a great competitor. Fantastic with decision-making and a big right arm that leads his team to victory most of the time.
You stole the man's line.
Well, he put it out there. He left it out there for us.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
The play fake to start. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And taking the field tonight for the record 7th time in his Super Bowl, Tom Brady.
He desperately wanted to get to Super Bowl 50, didn't he? I mean, he grew up in Redwood City, and that wasn't terribly far from Santa Clara where that Super Bowl was held. But he doesn't care right now. He's in another one. What is this, his 7th?
7th. Isn't that just hard to believe? Unbelievable.
And he has a chance to get a 2nd Super Bowl title in the same city. He did it once before in Houston against Carolina.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. Check.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Again, here's Blount. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Brady going to throw. And he's got Edelman on the out route. That's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll run for the first time with Lacey. Room here to run. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former second-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him.
Lacy. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So now the offense is facing a first down and 20 after that last mistake. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's second down. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Jeff Janis has it complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. One back is Lacey. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
So second and goal here from the 9. Lacey will try again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Eddie Lacy, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a touchdown run coming from Eddie Lacy. Now after the touchdown, here's... That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz bounce that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Look at the spin. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Brady gives now to Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here's Blunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 21 yards away. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to loft it. Deep right sideline. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd down, Lacer. And he is... Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd down, 15 yards still needed. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Holding offense. As you try and figure out what your playbook has for you, longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
To throw, it's Brady. Screen pass to Blunt. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
They get a good chunk of time. Gronkowski, slot left. On first and 10, here's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So second and 10 here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. All you want at the Super Bowl is a highly competitive game, and that's what we have. Both teams have to feel like they're in good shape, and that should lead to a wild finish down the stretch. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Packers take it early in the second. Lacey's going to look for a gap. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. They're now on top by 4. Packers have the football midway through the second. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Ryans is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Now following the pick, Brady's on point with the throw, and 22 yards later, he's going in for the score. Patriots up by a field goal. Third down at the 21. Rodgers' deep pass will be completed, and that goes as a 79-yard touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Down to late in the first half. Adams going to haul in the pass, and that goes as a 74-yard touchdown.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Barrington in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They slot Gronkowski outright. On second down, here's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on first down. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll run it here with Blunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a carry for Blunt. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. Because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
So make it 3 field goals for him now. And this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They go play action for Lacy. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Third down and 8 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 15 yards there for number 15. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sam Barrington in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Blunt, the lone running back. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And some room to work. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis, 97 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that right there, Mr. Davis, was kickoff return number 11 in Super Bowl history.
And it's such a game changer usually. I think about Jacoby Jones when he did it with the Baltimore Ravens and how that really flipped things in the game and really gave them a jolt and an extra spark.
Yeah, that was Super Bowl 47. It also happened in Super Bowl 48. Percy Harvin, Seattle versus Denver. Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. What an explosive kickoff return from the 2 all the way to the end zone. A 98-yard return for 6. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Second down now after the pass completion. Blunt, the lone running back. On second down, here's Brady. And right side, caught, Hogan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain. And it's good enough to move the chains. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that's caught. It's Hogan. Chris Hogan. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. So with exactly a minute to play, here comes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers looking to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Give him 30 yards. There. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal. And
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. One back is Lacy. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, Lombardi Trophy is Packers are your Super Bowl champion. Season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name.
They can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hug of happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the Fire Crew. I'll see you next season right